Why a root canal is better than getting a tooth extraction. It has been 2 days and you have been in this excruciating pain. Anything that meets your tooth sends a piercing pain through your tooth. You cannot eat or sleep. These are indications that the nerve in your tooth is dying, meaning you have two options. Have your tooth extracted or keep it with a root canal. Many of you guys probably have had a toothache before. Any of you guys had to decide whether extracting your tooth or saving your tooth? Many people have fears and misconceptions of tooth pain, but extraction should be your last resort. Root canals allow you to keep your natural tooth. I mean, who doesn't want to keep their tooth? A root canal treatment is a procedure performed by a specialist called an endodontist. They specialize in treating and diagnosing pain and completing root canals. A root canal is performed when the infected pulp is removed from the tooth. The tooth is then cleaned, disinfected, filled, and sealed. The reason why you guys should get a root canal instead of extracting your tooth is because root canals allows you to maintain your smile, maintain proper bite and jaw, and you don't have spaces. And when you have spaces in your tooth, guess what? Other teeth start to shift. And what happens when other teeth shift? Eventually, they will need to be extracted. Also, root canals, they're not as expensive as people think because in the long run, when you extract the tooth, you will have to replace it unless you don't care about your tooth moving and eventually falling out. So once the procedure of the root canal is completed, all you have to do is guess what? Go on about your regular old business. You don't have to worry about fixing or replacing costing more money when you take your tooth out. Once the procedure of the root canal is completed, your speech and ability to bite and chew will not be affected. Many people are uneducated about root canal treatment and in a fear of pain. So their first priority is to get rid of the pain. And what do? Take their tooth out. But once they are educated about where the pain is actually coming from, which is not necessarily the tooth, but the infection, and by completing a root canal, the infection will be gone and you can keep your tooth. So I feel like once people are properly educated about root canals and extractions and how much money you'll eventually end up spending, they'll most likely be persuaded to get a root canal and keep their tooth. I mean, who don't like their smile? Don't you want to keep your teeth? And this information was found on the American Association for Endodontics website.